She survived the silence and chose to trust again. This is the story of Ayana, a medium-sized adult female dog who found light after walking through her darkest days. Before she was Ayana, she was called Panda, a name that carried no protection, no safety, and no kindness. When she was finally noticed, her world was small, fragile, and painfully quiet. Panda was found in a state of extreme weakness. Her body was thin and exhausted, weighing barely 9 kilograms, as if strength itself had slowly slipped away from her. Her skin was inflamed and uncomfortable, the result of a long, untreated condition that had gone on far too long. She had lived with constant irritation, anemia, and deep fatigue. Not because help was impossible, but because help never came. For months, people passed her every day. Hundreds of eyes saw her. None of them stopped. How does a gentle soul learn to survive when the world keeps looking away? The hardest truth was this: Panda had never known compassion from the only family she had ever belonged to. Neglect had shaped her days, and fear had shaped her instincts. So when rescuers finally approached her, she didn't understand what was happening. Her body trembled with uncertainty. Her eyes searched for answers. Was this another moment to endure, or the first moment of change? That turning point came because one person chose not to ignore her. A compassionate foreigner saw Panda's condition and spoke up. The rescue team responded immediately, and for the first time, Panda was carried toward help instead of being pushed aside. At the clinic, she was given a new name, Ayana, a new name for a new chapter, a name that meant hope. The veterinary team moved carefully and patiently. Ayana received intravenous fluids to stabilize her body, soothing medicated baths to calm her skin, and gentle, consistent care that spoke louder than words. Every step was measured. Every touch was kind. Slowly, her body responded. She began to rest more peacefully. Her appetite returned. She no longer needed IV support, and her strength, though still fragile, was finally her own again. Day by day, the signs of recovery appeared. Her skin became less inflamed. The roughness softened. New fur began to grow, thin at first, then stronger. Vaccinations followed once her condition allowed. It wasn't a miracle overnight, but it was something far more powerful. Steady progress, guided by human dedication. Once Ayana was stable, she was transferred to the safe place, a place designed for healing, not survival. At first, she hesitated. She needed encouragement to step out of her crate, unsure if this calm environment could truly be trusted. But curiosity gently replaced fear. She stepped into the private garden. She sniffed the air. She explored, slowly, cautiously, bravely. something beautiful happened. Ayana discovered joy. For the first time, she learned that toys were meant for play, that space could be safe, that hands could offer affection.
Enak digarukin. Netes dong darahnya. Oh iya.
Her favorite quickly became a tennis ball, a simple object that unlocked something she had missed for so long.
Wih, larinya lucu. Bagus larinya. Pintar ini lah, pintar. Bener-bener pintar.
She would bounce between wanting to play and wanting to cuddle, as if her heart couldn't decide which joy mattered more. Why should she have to choose when she finally had both? About 4 weeks later, Ayana was introduced to the rest of the dog pack. The moment was watched closely, but there was no tension. Within seconds, she was accepted. She blended in as if she had always belonged.
Good morning. Apa kabar ini? Ih, cantik.
She learned how to communicate, how to play, how to rest beside others without fear.
Ada bunga. Iya. Ada so many glass. Good girl.
She became a bright presence, a quiet ray of sunshine among her new friends. Her happiness grew beyond what anyone expected.
Yeah. In a week you can join with the pack? Yes. Oh, wow.
Forest.
Yes.
Her tail wagged freely, her eyes softened, her movements became confident.
What a difference.
The organization
already,
made her a promise.
Keluar ini ya. Aduh, cantik.
Ayana would never be hurt again, never neglected, never invisible. Their mission was no longer just to heal her body, but to protect her heart. Today, Ayana is brave, intelligent, and deeply affectionate.
Menyamperin HP-nya loh ini. Iya, apa?
She carries her past without being defined by it. She is ready for a forever home filled with love, patience, and understanding. A home where she can experience everything she once missed.
Siapa mau treat? You have to.
More than your toy? Yeah. Sure.
Ayana is not broken. She is blooming. She is a beautiful flower, opening again at last. If Ayana's journey moved you, please share this story so more people can believe in second chances. And tell us in the comments, what part of her transformation touched your heart most?